Hello Aries, welcome to Quarter Moon Tarot and welcome to your reading. Today's reading is about a relationship. It can be with a single person, it can be with a group of people, right? So you think about, who you would like to associate this reading with, and let me shuffle the cards meanwhile. This is, we're going to look at the shadow aspect and do a little shadow healing as far as this relationship goes. So we're going to look at, a lot of things beneath the surface which are not really that prominent or visible. We're going to draw that out in with these cards and clear it up with the tarot for you. Okay. Let me get all the cards. I'll just shuffle them. So these are your cards. Let us begin. You've got this strangely lonely card here, holding on way too tight. Okay. You've got the Storm Angel. Angel of Time, working too hard. And Ghosts of the Past. The past returns for a time. Okay, Aries, with your reading, with this relationship you are thinking of, you have probably, at a certain level known that, or probably what you keep a little hidden from maybe yourself or from the other person is that you feel lonely. You are in this relationship because there is a sense of loneliness for you, and I think there's something you're holding on to really tightly. There is something that you're not sharing either with yourself or with this person or with these people. That sense of loneliness is not being addressed here, right? There can be a lot of conflict in your relationship, conflict of belief, attitudes, like this card says, energies. There are a lot of conflicts between you and them, whether it's about how you think, how you feel, what your belief systems are. Maybe there's a lot of energetic push and pull you have with this person or with these people. But I think that underlying sense of loneliness is something you're not seeing, right? Let's see, let's get some more. Nine of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, and you've got the Death card. This is of release, endings that lead to new beginnings, the need to release situations or people that hold you back, and spiritual transformation is signified by this card. So here, for you Aries, you have this, there is this fear, there is this anxiety, there is this worry you have, probably because you might feel that without them or without this person you feel lonely, you don't want to be by yourself. And here there is this outwardly impression, appearance that all is well between you and them, but only inside what things really are. There is some of you could be associated, connected to this relationship out of some kind of financial security, social status, social security, social norms, that being part of a group, being part of a family. And this is, with this Ten of Pentacles, I do get that this is more of a family thing for you. It could be, about work and your organization and being part of that also for some of you. But for most of you, it's about the family. You feel that, there is a need to, stay associated with them, because it's not a very good, I mean, you don't consider it a good option to stay without them. You feel you need to be part of a circle, you need to be part of a family, you feel the need to be part of a group. With this release card over here, deep down you need to release this fear that, if nobody is there with me, what's going to happen to me. That's why you've got this card. It says that release the fear, because endings lead you to new beginnings. The need to release situations or people that hold you back, and spiritual transformation. With your card here, you're holding on to this loneliness, and holding on to these people, the relationship, because you feel that, like I just what I mentioned earlier, the need to have these people with you. And with the release card here, it is telling you, see how these words are written: strangely lonely, holding on way too tight, and you need to release this. You need to release this control on, yourself, and maybe this control on people, and allow, the relationship to kind of flow. Maybe, there are times where you do feel that, you really need to be control of yourself, or with situations, so that, you don't upset that delicate balance between you and them, right? So there is a need to let, energy also flow. Here with this storm angel card over here, there are a lot of conflicts. There could be one party wanting to have, a little predominance over the other, right? And I think, trying to keep things under control, and, with this, leading to a little strife, a little conflict, all of those things are also, um, those things are very obvious, but those things are obvious, but this is what is hidden. Your own vulnerability, your own anxiety, and, your need to just continue with this for that reason is hidden. But in the, the external manifestation, and what is obvious to everyone, is that little push and pull of energy. We've got the Empress card over here. Five of Pentacles. See, we've got these cards: Five of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles here, and the Page of Wands. See, quite clearly, there is, you've got this fire energy, Aries. That's of course defines you very well. And there, the ability to stand your own ground, of course, is there with you. But sometimes, it could also lead you to feeling lonely because of that clash of interest, because you don't, the ideals, the ideas, the ideals, and your thought processes and the energy is coming in conflict, because of which you often feel lonely. You often feel that you do not gel with them. You are associated with them for these reasons, but at what is obvious is that, you sometimes could feel cut off, you could feel alienated, you feel isolated sometimes, even in their presence. You know that you really don't gel with them at the energy level. There's so many differences between you and them, which makes you feel a little left out, rather quite left out. And with the Page of Wands over here, there is no way you are going to douse your fire just to get along, with them. With the Empress card over here, I just get the sense that there is a lot of conflict. I've not got the Five of Wands yet, but here you always feel the need to, be in the action mode, to secure your place, your seat, even though if it is outside this circle. But, you do everything to ensure that, you're part of it, and you also, just don't let things be. There is a lot of participation from your side as well, Aries. But yes, the participation does create a lot of strife and conflict, which is not hidden from anyone. But there is a certain loneliness you're grappling with. Okay, let's continue. You got the Page of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, and the Star card. um, See, with this card here, we're talking of the angel of time. You don't have to work very hard at relationships, Aries. With the page of pentacles, it's all about putting in effort. Eight of wands, putting in the energy. Star card of the future, having the faith. You feel that you need to do a lot as far as these people are concerned, right? You know your effort is evident, your energy is very evident, but you feel that in a due course of time, with the effort you're putting in, things can get better, or it's going to work out. You must keep doing, but you're doing too much. And probably that is why you attracted these people to you, because they probably expect too much from you. They expect a lot from you. See, you've got the page of wands here. This page of wands and page of pentacles, they are not, they are meant to work, and they're meant to put their energy into work. So probably you do a lot for them. You do a lot for, the relationship also. And with the eight of wands, there is too much energy, too much effort, too much of the future also in your relationship right now. And I feel that is why you attracted them, because probably you feel the need to put in the effort to make relationships work. But here your card is telling you, and somewhere deep down you feel that yes, a relationship means I must do this. Work has to go in, effort has to go in, but relationships actually need to flow. It's not about the, completely about the what you're doing, the energy you're putting in, the constant feeding relationships. No, sometimes you need to just let it go. That's why you're holding on way too tight, and you're working way too hard. You've got these cards of two, T double O, too tight, too hard. You're doing too much for this relationship, Aries, which is not healthy for you or for them. Okay, let's continue. Six of Swords, the Sun card, and the Chariot. These cards are all about movement, right? From here onwards, you need to stop living in the past. You need to stop, you need to move forward from this thought process that you have, and move towards what makes you really happy. Move towards what is, what you feel you need to do for them, which comes out of your sense of joy, your sense of happiness, and your sense of what healthy and good relationships should be. There is this unhealthy approach of doing too much because of a certain need, and because of holding yourself back, because of if you come out the way you are, okay, with this card, ghosts of the past, you need to you be yourself, Aries. Don't put on a mask for this relationship. Don't do things because you need to keep this going. Don't do things because you feel that that's your way of defining a relationship. Things need to do, you need to move away from that. The universe is going to, probably with the Chariot card here, it is telling you that you need to start balancing your priorities also. you I'm not, this reading and me, we are not saying that you must not do it, but I think you're doing a little too much. You need to be a little more, you know authentic with yourself, and do as much as you feel makes you happy. Don't get too stressed about relationships. What, be yourself, and if when you are being yourself, people who genuinely gel with you and your energy will stay with you. There will be no conflicts, right? So being yourself and removing a mask and doing what you feel makes the relationship happy, you need to move towards that and leave that aspect of yours, or your thought process about a relationship, leave that behind. You need to move forward with being yourself, so that those who gel with you will come along with you. This is your guidance, that don't operate from how things used to work out in the past. For at times it does happen, the way we have seen relationships while we have been growing up. that was very different. The way you are now, you're in a different setup. The culture has changed, a lot of attitudes have changed, a way of living has changed, right? So what used to work at one point in time probably does not work at this point in time. The belief systems you grew up with, the environment you grew up with, maybe that does not exist here, but maybe you are operating from that level. All of that needs to change. You need to be a little more in tune with how things are with you right now, and with the kind of person you are at this point in time, Aries. And when you are living with that, then you will see that there will be a lot more ease in your relationship. There will not be, like, it's going to be quite clear. We don't gel with everyone. We don't need to be gelling and having everyone on board with us, right? So then you let people choose, who want to stay willingly with you and who you are happy to spend your time with. But the bottom line is for you to be, yourself, shine, let your light shine. Don't remove the mask. This is a party where, a get together where this is where everyone's putting on a mask, right? You have removed yours, you need to remove yours. This is what your guidance is, and move forward, and then see who is with you. Forgiveness heals. Meditation. Give us your cares. And you've got the second opinion. You need to re-look at relationships with the forgiveness. Whatever it is about your past, and the way your experience has been, in case there is a little bit of that, you need to let go of you know going through relationships with that mindset. Sometimes the past is also playing up in a present relationship. You need to meditate and just check with that also, that what is the pattern that you are carrying, what are the fears that you are carrying, what is it that you need to do. you know it's going to be different for all of you. A little, looking back into your past is required to heal that bit where whatever has happened and you are still carrying that. You will get your answers through in the meditation. And with these cards, here it is telling you that don't worry about relationships so much, and how it's going to pan out and what it's going to do, when how things are going to actually happen. You just need to be yourself. You need to do a little bit of healing for yourself, and then just go with the flow and leave the worries to the higher powers. Let them also, give them that free hand to do things for you and for your relationship. Second opinion is all about if you need to discuss this with somebody, certainly you must. Insights can come into that through that, talking to somebody. Sometimes you just need to listen to somebody else also to give you a different perspective of things. But here, overall, it is you're holding on to something which is not healthy for you. You need to let that go, and then you will see a change in your relationships. And when you let that go, you will not mask your feelings, you know because of the hurt you experienced in the past, or because of the patterns you have experienced in the past which were unhealthy. So that kind of a mask also could be on. You need to see, what is that mask, why are you wearing it, what is the need to wear it. And that is hiding your true identity as well, right? So don't be someone you are not. Just shed that mask. But after getting that understanding about why you were doing that, and once you let it go, you'll be easily moving forward effortlessly, right? A new you will also emerge, and as a result of that, a new equation in relationships will also emerge. So that's your reading, Aries. Thank you for watching.